Welcome to the Powerplant review series, where Shane from SilverSkull Customs and myself take a look at various hardware or games for review. In the early modding scene, people used to add chips that defeated security to play burned discs, cut lockout chips in the NES for import games and unlicensed games, and later on even found ways to soft mod things fairly easy like the original Xbox. People always find ways to outrun and defeat security on their favorite consoles. These ways of modding are fairly common with certain consoles, but the GameCube? What if you could boot directly into any software of your liking with a simple streamlined menu that runs any unsigned code? Meet the ultimate GameCube mod chip that does exactly this, the Cube Pro.
The Cube Pro was released around 2004 and was one of the late bloomers for the GameCube modding scene. It was one of the last mod chips made for GameCube that used IPL replacement to boot homebrew and load a menu. But what is an IPL and how does one override it? The IPL for the GameCube could be overridden by using a separate flash chip on an external connection, which means that things like the memory card slot or other external connections could be used for installing mod chips to run your code. I don't know what it exactly runs to defeat security, but hey, it works. The Cube Pro then loads its own IPL and boom, a menu appears. In this menu you can boot into software you flash to the chip itself, which has 16 megabits of storage space, enough to boot into Swiss in my case. You can of course also play discs.
Back in the day when disc burners were scarce, people bought and traded them from others who did have burners available at the time. But what if you needed smaller sized DVDs? These were available at the time, true, but most of them didn't work because of poor quality and were more expensive than normal sized DVDs. This is one of the issues with trying to play burned games on the Nintendo GameCube, but there is a very cool solution. This XCM Viper GameCube case is blue and translucent, but there are different colors as well. This sleek looking case transformed your standard good old GameCube into an absolutely stunning blue translucent work of beauty. But that's not all. This case added a full-size DVD tray, so you could use normal size DVDs, which were more accessible at the time and still are today. There were more like it though, like the popular Ice Cube cases and other variants of Viper cases. This case also has two extra places for ports, one for USB and the old standard for micro USB. The parallel port is for the other mod chip that was more popular and affordable at the time, the Viper GameCube and Viper GameCube Extreme, which I won't be talking about. Shane and I had a lot of fun making this first Powerplant review episode, which was entirely written by him by the way, and we both want to thank you guys for watching. Until next time.